They're already talking about WrestleMania 39, April 1st and 2nd, 2023 in LA. Let's see what that'll bring for the story. And we'll still be here pending the world situation, live to tape AEW Dynamite, MLW, NWA, Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan, and tonight, the WWE. WrestleMania 38, Night 1, live to tape watch along. It's 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, and here comes Kevin Owens, the KO Show, and after 19 years, Stone Cold Steve Austin returns. Austin 316 during the Attitude Era, one of the best ever, Mount Rushmore, whatever you want to talk about. Stone Cold's coming back here on Chaos Corner. It's me, it's the GOC. Follow me on all social media platforms. And that's at Big Daddy GOC on Twitter. And the GOC stands for the Guardian of Chaos. On Instagram, it's the Guardian of Chaos. On Facebook, it's J Brony and Prodigio Fidelis El Guardian. Of course, on Rumble, on Gab, on Gitter, on Twitch, on Parler. I follow it all in the IWC. And here on the mothership, the Guardian of Chaos YouTube channel. Over 1,000 videos from my 30-plus year as a professional wrestling manager. Over 100 episodes, 200 episodes of the podcast Chaos Corner. Retro reviews from every organization and the current product and news and notes. This is what you get here. One man, unedited, unscripted, raw, live to tape. No one else is doing this in the community. Okay, that's what I provide here, pushing out content. Over 150 videos in the last 5 weeks alone. We've only been doing this for coming up on solidly a year and a half, 2 years. So we're here for basically the main event of Night 1, WrestleMania 38. Tomorrow night, Night 2, WrestleMania 38. They're showing Stone Cold in highlights right now. I don't want any copyrights. I'm going to keep the sound down. It's late. I do have neighbors, even though we live in the cave, in the cavern, and out in the orchards, the woods, off the grid, so to speak. There are a few people within a couple of miles, and we don't want any copyrights when they tape different music. And you're going to hear everybody tonight say, what? What? So while I have you here and I want to distract you, we'll quickly, briefly go through the results here. The Usos went over on Nakamura and Ricky Boogs, who did get hurt his patella tendon or something like that to his legs. He is injured. It is legit. They retained the SmackDown titles. The Usos. Peha oi melihini kane pupule wiki mahalo. Drew McIntyre over Happy Corbin with Madcap Moss was lurking around. The Miz and Logan Paul over Dominic and Rey Mysterio, which will set up for a match of mainstream media proportions in sports entertainment because the Miz turned on Logan Paul afterwards, and they're going to squeeze that in. They're going to squeeze that for all it's worth. Becky Lynch lost the Raw Ladies title tonight to the physical phenom Bianca Belair, and the crowd went incredibly insane. Charlotte Flair retained the SmackDown Ladies title in a solid match, I guess, against Ronda Rousey, the MMA legend. Now, and there was also the introduction of new talent, the NCAA champion Olympic hero Gabe Stevenson, because Stephanie McMahon made an appearance. And then, of course, all the Hall of Famers from 2022. Rick and Scott Steiner were introduced earlier. The Undertaker was introduced, obviously. Vader and his Vader's family were introduced. It was an unbelievable Hall of Fame. Go back and check it out with The Undertaker. Thanks for being here. Subscribe, like, tap that bell. Let's grow this channel. And here comes Kevin Owens. This is it, fans. It's the main event time, even though it's not really a match. What's going to happen? I'm going to try to be quiet, especially when Stone Cold comes out, because I want you to hear the pop. So that's what happened so far here tonight. I'm going to let you hear it. They're announcing 77,000, almost 78,000 here. It could be legit. Who knows? We'll find out the numbers, the ratings. We'll see what happens. We're on the network here. I already said that. And we've had energy from the Old Man brand, the over 50 demo god from pillar to post. From earlier today, from a pre-game, from the warm-up, the WrestleMania pre-show, to here at the main event. I've been at this since about 6, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and now we're at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. So here we are. There's an Austin 316 sign in the back. KO's got it set up like a talk show in the ring, a la Piper's Pit, a la Miz TV, a la Chaos Corner, who's done it with his family at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling in the Paradise 4, a stone's throw down the road from 95 and Titan Towers. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Let's see what KO has to say. I'm hoping you can hear this, but we don't want copyright. I tried to do the Hall of Fame last night, and they copyright the heck out of me. The GOC, and I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this. Here's KO, but we only want to hear Stone Cold, right? How long will this segment go? We're 5 minutes in. I got here a little early. KO's in the ring. Listen to the fans. The crowd has been okay for the night. They've responded. It's been a solid crowd. With all these people, how could they not be when you put them all in one area? Am I right or am I wrong on this? It looks like a good crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
To the KO show. Now he's screaming, he's loud. Thank God I got things soundproofed here. I know it's surround sound. We're in the lounge, the 60-inch screen TV. This room with the double sliders, you should see the size of it. But it's echoing through the chambers here at Chaos headquarters. They're in Texas, we know that. So KO is going to go crazy here. He's going to insult. He's going to roast. It'll be interesting to see what everyone says afterwards. I'm not going to turn up the sound until I know that Stone Cold is coming out. That's all you guys really want to hear. Again, we don't want copyrights. We're trying to grow the channel here before Armageddon, before the end of the world, biblical prophecy, famine, the New World Order, the Great Reset, digital currency. Isn't it some shit what we're living through here in 2022? Right? All the pain and suffering and everything that's going on. Stay in faith. Not fear, as we talk about Austin 316 and John 316, and you hear the fans what, and I know this is for entertainment and sports entertainment, and I try not to intertwine the two, and a lot of people in the IWC don't do that, but I got to be realistic here, because I tell it like it is. So, and this is where I've changed the character, although still the Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy, the Guardian of Chaos. You see me now too, and what's going on in the real world. And what it's done, the administration and the politics and the insanity and craziness. So if you've stayed here and you've gone through my videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I've used certain quotes. And listen, I try to hit it and pray every day and be the best person you can be. That's all you can be, right? So I know we're doing sports entertainment here, but it's apropos. The signaling of what's going on in the world, because after this, and I listen to everyone, tomorrow is a day of rest and prayer and respect and repenting, and you know, as KO goes on with his screaming and yelling here, I'd rather talk about this until Stone Cold comes out. So do that, fans, if you follow me and realize what it's really all about, because we're living in rough times here, and they're predicting for it to get rougher, and you look back on this and look on this, and something happens, power outages, storms, natural disasters. You know, remember that, you know, we're already all saved. We're already all, as long as you live the good life and repent, you're going where you're supposed to be if you're a good person and moral, because you will kneel before the Lord. Let me not get crazy. Let me get off this. A lot of people say, oh, what are you doing, Chaos? Don't push this on us. Let's get back to the KO show. Wrestlemania 38, live to tape watch along with the GOC, Big Daddy, and that's me, because there's three types of people in this world. Those who don't know what happened, those who wonder what happened, and people like the GOC that make things happen. Stay here on this channel. You'll learn knowledge, wisdom, life. I won't push anything on you. You'll get mostly sports entertainment, but I'll give you my personal thoughts too. How can I not? It's reality. Here it is. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Yeah, baby. 19 years. But guess what? He's looking pretty damn good, too. Listen to the crowd. Not too many people have heard a pop like that. Remember, it's been 19 years. And he's turning around and he's going from side to side here in Texas. You hear the reaction, right? Let me lower it a little bit. I don't want to blow up everything here. Doing the traditional. When Stone Cold was on the scene, I was in my early and middle 30s when he was in the WWF during the Attitude Era. Obviously, when I was a young man in my middle 20s is when Stone Cold was stunning Steve Austin and hit the business, is when WCW, and even earlier before then, the Hollywood Blondes, Brian Pillman, different guys that he tag teamed with. He's got an illustrious career. And if you go back to his podcast, the Stone Cold podcast, the head trainer at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, Paul Roma, about 3 or 4 years ago, did an unbelievable interview with Stone Cold on the podcast, Roma and Stone Cold, because of their history and, you know, being in different companies together. And that's where my home is, and that's what we do here in the shadows of Titan Towers. Let me get off that. Austin's still going back and forth. You can hear the crowd. I don't have to raise it and look crazy. He looks good, man. He's svelte. He's in shape. He's wearing the black Austin 316 shirt. He's got the skull cap on the back in red, white, and blue Texas colors. He's got the jean shorts on, and he has turned around and walked off stage. Owens is sitting in the ring in a chair, an office chair, and saying, "What?" The crowd is ballistic. You can hear the noise. And Austin walked back into the entranceway. He's exit stage left. He's persona non grata. Is he going to come out somewhere else? He's going to come out with friends? What's the surprise? They got to make it worth it here. And he's got the ATV camouflage style coming down the ramp, Stone Cold style. This will make it all worth it, right? And yeah, here he is coming down the ramp, and he's flying in that ATV, man. Stone Cold going around the ring. This is what everyone's been waiting for. Circling the ring in the ATV, and he's zipping and ripping, man. Let's listen to the crowd, because when he comes in, I'm going to try to be quiet. I don't want any copyrights, man. I want you guys to listen to this. It's 12 minutes in already. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. It's been a hell of a night, and it's just going to continue on this channel. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, so on and so forth, with everybody and every organization here in the IWC in reality. Stone Cold's in the ring, doing this traditional turnbuckle to turnbuckle with the old... You know that everybody's watching, just like everyone was watching last night when the Taker went into the WWE Hall of Fame. Everybody's watching tonight with Stone Cold, Steve Austin, and the WWE on WrestleMania 38 Night 1. These are the things that in the business, no matter what company, no matter who you are, no matter what you're doing, that you make time to watch. Two of the greatest in the business, perhaps on a lot of people's Mount Rushmore, Stone Cold and The Undertaker. Let's listen. Stone Cold's here. Here we go. And we're off. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. No copyright, guys. Leave this small guy alone, will you? Let me see. It's tough. Shouldn't I be able to say this and have the noise? Don't you dare miss it, baby. A frenzy. This is what the business is all about. Once you get this into the feeling, whether it's in front of 5 people sounding like this, or 50,000 or 100,000, that look on Stone Cold. This is history. This is priceless.
Okay, Steve, calm down. Take a seat.
What? What? What?
Look, let's just calm down. I'm not here for a fight. I just want to have a nice chat. So if you
Here we go. A couple of office chairs. They're both sitting down. They both have microphones in the middle of the ring.
Thank you. Well, first of all,
Stand by.
welcome to the KO show. Thank you.
Strap it in, baby.
I really appreciate it. You want to bring me out here for a conversation?
That voice is unmistakable.
The trash you've been talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin, and you sit there with that stupid haircut, those stupid beady eyes, and you look like a jackass. I said he looks like a jackass. And then you go on to run down the state of Texas, the great state of Texas. You stupid son of a bitch.
That's what I'm talking about. You stupid son of a bitch. This is priceless. No copyright here. Strictly entertainment. Stay with me. We're 15 minutes in, baby. Do we even want to hear KO? We just want to hear Stone Cold, right?
Let's think about it here.
Passion, dedication, love, giving back. That's what you get here. I know I don't look it. I get it. Does anyone care what Kevin Owens has to say right now? Because I don't. It's all about Stone Cold right now. This will be, and he's insulting, he's roasting, talking shit. Perfect playing into it. Let's see how they're going to intertwine Stone Cold into this, because he's really in ring gear if you think about it. The knee braces, the shorts, how many stunners, how many beers, will anybody come out? There's been a lot of conjecture. What will he actually do here? It's in Texas, so I get it. A one-off, I get it. Here he is.
5 seconds, you're going to have about 75,000 people calling you an asshole.
What? This is sports entertainment. You go to movies, you go to games. I know there's an actual outcome. You watch soap operas, different things that you guys do. This is what I do.
Don't be like that. Don't be the stereotypical rude, crass, impolite Texan. You should be more like me.
Isn't he Canadian, Kevin Owens?
Sophisticated, distinguished French Canadian.
Oh boy. No offense.
As such, I'm gonna move past the insults. I'm gonna be the bigger man because I actually have to let you in on a little secret.
A little secret here at Chaos Corner. What could that be?
I said I invited you on the KO show to have a talk.
To have a talk on the KO show.
But I lied. Okay, that was a lie.
He lied?
And I don't do that very often, but I do it when I have good reason. And
where are we going here? WrestleMania 38, Night 1.
And help me get the entire world.
The GOC, live to tape. Again, when KO talks, I'm going to cut him off because we only want to hear Stone Cold and the Guardian of Chaos. 11:40 Eastern Standard Time. I could do this till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, tomorrow morning, 24 hours, marathon. It doesn't matter. This is what I was meant to do.
I brought you out here to challenge you to a match.
Now we get it. He's challenging Stone Cold to a match.
And I know it's been 19 years since your last match. And your knees were shot then, your back was shot then, your neck was shot back then. I'm sure your knees, your back, your neck are worse now than they ever were.
Kevin Owens laying the smackdown on WrestleMania. A pun intended.
Accept my challenge for a match. In fact, you know what? I don't want to challenge you to just any match. I am challenging you to a no-holds-barred match right here, right now.
A no-holds-barred match right here, right now is what KO's challenging Stone Cold. We're almost 20 minutes in on this segment. We're live at 11:42 Eastern Standard Time. Let's see what happens. You hear the crowd. It's insane. This has upped the show. I'll give it a hard 7. Again, depending on shrinkage and water and the ocean. And what? It's late now. Nobody's watching. It's late. It's rated PG to rated R, man. Well, come on.
And I know why. You can't talk. But I can see in your eyes. I know why.
He wants to challenge him tonight. You know it's not happening, right?
You're looking at me right now, and you're telling yourself, I can't beat this guy.
KO. He's not as good as he once was, Stone Cold, but he's as good once as he ever was. Thank you, Toby Keith, maybe. I feel the same way. We're all in the same boat. Remember, still got a good ride left. Still got one ride left. Thank you, Oldie Anderson.
So why don't you do yourself a favor? And if you're not going to accept my challenge, stop embarrassing yourself.
KO. Gonna try to call out Stone Cold's manhood. You can't do that, brother. Really? We're over 20 minutes on this final segment of night 1, WrestleMania 38. This is the final segment. I will get it out, whether it's overnight, early in the morning, or whether it's tomorrow before WrestleMania 38 night 2. I will get this up and out. It will be under 24-hour turnaround. Most of the videos have already been up from the whole night. Listen to the crowd encouraging Stone Cold, who's been quiet this whole time. When I'm talking, it's only when Kevin Owens is talking. When Stone Cold talks, Chaos listens. Let's see what he has to say. It's about to break loose here. We're live to tape. That's right. I'm coming to you fucking live. Well, live when I was taping it, but you get the gist, right? As the crowd was as loud as it was last night and went on and on and on like they are right now. They did last night for The Undertaker. Here he is.
I had my first match right here in Dallas, Texas.
World-class championship wrestling, I believe.
I could have my last match right here in Dallas, Texas.
You gotta listen, right?
If you want Stone Cold Steve Austin to compete in a match tonight against this sack of shit,
Second shit.
hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Do I have to say it? I don't have to scream it.
I said give it a
Hell
hell yeah.
yeah.
Break me down again. Ref.
This may happen. They're calling for a ref. It may actually be a match. What the fuck is going on here? Night 1, WrestleMania 38, 19 years, history in the making. Here comes some dork in a zebra outfit. You got a ref. Chairs being tossed out. Here we go. Stone Cold after 19 years here at Chaos Corner, live to tape. WrestleMania 38, night 1. There's going to be a match here. Stone Cold and Kevin Owens. History in the making here, live to tape on Chaos Corner on the Guardian of Chaos channel. Stone Cold in the corner, warming up. There's the bell. We have it here, and you're live to tape. Holy shit. Stone Cold looks pretty good. KO's in good shape, all inked up. Both men wearing t-shirts. KO with the cutoff. Austin with the 316. Face to face in the middle of the ring right now. Face to face in the middle of the fucking ring right now. Stone Cold and Kevin Owens. Stone Cold is back. Jaw jacking. This is official. And there's a right hand by Stone Cold. They're going back and forth. Rights, back and forth. Kevin Owens, Stone Cold, Steve Austin. WrestleMania 38, night 1. This is surreal. And now Stone Cold just beating the living daylights out of KO, pounding him into the corner, just stomping a mud hole in him now. Boot after boot, right hand beating Owens down into the corner. Now doing it nice and slow. Bang, boot. The crowd counts 6. Right to the labanza, the bread basket, the pond zone. Kevin Owens in the corner, and now just Stone Cold laying over a Texas mud hole. I'm a step head, as I am on every tape here, live. He's got him in the corner saying, Far side whip. Kevin Owens up and over in the turnbuckle, landing right back on his neck. Stone Cold in an actual match here in 2022. It's been since 2019. Someone threw him a beer. He's got a beer. Owens is in the corner, and Stone Cold's drinking the beer and just threw it out, and now he's back to stomping on Kevin Owens again. 5, 6, 7, Hey, just stomping a mud hole, and then now the opposite corner on Kevin Owens, who's now down on the ring apron, just getting stomped. This was the way they brought Stone Cold back to try to get a match. You know that he's injured. You know all the injuries. You know he can't do a full match. So what better way to try to come back and compete against AEW and get the rankings on the greatest event, the Super Bowl of them all. And then he tosses Owens over the top rope like garbage, like yesterday's garbage, like yesterday's news. And now Stone Cold's going out after him outside here at WrestleMania 38. And he's got another beer. I wish I was here cracking one with him. He's walking around the ring and he put it down on the ring apron. Drinking on the job. Reversal outside. Owens throws Austin into the barricade but comes off with a big clothesline. A la Big Jim Anderson. Rest in peace, my brother. We're always thinking about you. You're never far from my mind, brother. You had an impact on me. Short time, but an impact. And there it is, the clothesline from hell by Stone Cold. Still outside the ring right now in an actual match here after 19 years, and then he drops Owens across the guardrail. The padded barricade, let's say. And now just pulling one of my favorite maneuvers, the old eye across the proboscis, the mouth, just ripping it right apart. That's how you do it street style. This is nothing but a brawl. Now he's dragging him around outside the ring. We're over 25 minutes on this segment, but it's well worth it. Austin just slugging the rights to the chin, to the jawline, to the jib of the big cranium of Kevin Owens. Reversal, and Stone Cold goes face first into the ring post. Here's Owens' chance. Here's his part. Austin is down and out outside the ring after he went head first and was posted. Owens now picking up, it looks like some sort of camera, the extension, the ring crew. Exactly, a tripod. One of my buddies was called that back in high school. I'm not sure why. And now he's laying in the rights to the dome of Stone Cold. They're outside of the ring still. Owens finally gaining the upper hand for the first time on Stone Cold. I could see, where are we now? We're 11:50 Eastern Standard Time, live to tape for night one. Now Owens is going underneath the ring and bringing out a fucking table. I don't like to cuss. I know it's not professional. And if I was in the big time where I should be, I get it. He's setting up the table against the barricade. A right hand to Stone Cold. They're still outside the ring. I guess no disqualification. Anything goes is what they said type match, correct? Am I correct here? Went to go head first into the table. Stone Cold reverses it, and Owens goes flying through the air, through the table, outside into the barricade. Stone Cold is back, full of piss and vinegar. He's recovered. Again, Owens into the opposite barricade. He has thrown him out into the crowd here at AT&T Stadium. Owens following him out into the crowd. They're out in the middle of Texas Stadium. They're out in the middle of the crowd right now. This has turned into a Donnybrook. It's turned into a borderline riot. Again, they're getting the panoramic view. You can see Austin and Owens in the aisle and all 70,000 fans. But whatever the attendance is, it looks like it's a decent, big-sized crowd. How could you tell in the cavernous AT&T Dallas Cowboys Stadium? Again, outside, Stone Cold getting the better of Kevin Owens right now. He's beating him from pillar to post. Well, from chair to chair, from fan to fan. Now they're making their way back into the ring. It looks like he's going to suplex him out on the hardwood floor, right there in the middle of the stadium. He's Owens blocked. KO with the block. And Owens reversed it, and he just reverse suplex on Stone Cold on the hard cement there at AT&T Stadium, and Stone Cold took it. Both men laid out in the middle of the stadium right now. Wow. Nice suplex. Stone Cold took it. Again, this is not for the faint at heart. Don't try this at home. I say it to you clowns and goons out there that aren't regulars. And look at Owens beating his chest out there. The panoramic view with the light on in the crowd makes it look impressive. And now he's just pounding Stone Cold across the jawline, across the eyes, outside the ring. All you see is cement in the crowd right now. WrestleMania 38, night one, live to tape, Chaos Corner. The fuck do you get this anyplace else? We're coming up on a half an hour on this segment. Slugging it out. Now both are back. Stone Cold has come back. They're in the middle of the aisle. Still in the middle of the stadium. AT&T, Texas. Back and forth. This has really turned into an anything goes Donnybrook. They're headed back toward the ring. This reminds me of the match I had on the indie circuit for Northeast Wrestling when it was myself and crippler Kevin Landry against Johnny Romeo Rosselli Heartbreaker. Unbelievable match that went all over Fairfield University. And now off the guardrail, Stone Cold throws Owens from the guardrail onto the announce table, and it didn't break. He picked him up from the guardrail. Owens was on top of the guardrail and slammed him over onto the announce table, and it didn't break. This has been an interesting matchup here, a brawl. I don't want to call it a matchup. And there's Stone Cold cracking open his third beer during the match. And now he's on top of the announce table, on top of Kevin Owens. Priceless history here at Chaos Corner. There's Corey Graves at the announce table, Michael Cole, McAfee. Now double, triple beers he's drinking, throwing them into the crowd, Stone Cold, in typical Austin fashion. And he's setting him up on the announce table. He's just laying him in, giving him the business. Now remember, I just got finished doing WrestleMania 15, 17, and 19, the trilogy between The Rock and Stone Cold, and his last match in WrestleMania 2003, I believe it was, or 02. I believe it was 03. Go back and do your research. The pops and anything that Stone Cold, you wouldn't believe it. Another beer, and he spits it in the face of KO. It's his fourth or fifth beer during the match. Owen still on the announce table. Finally, Stone Cold rolls Owen back into the ring. What a night it's been. In this segment particularly right here, we're well over half an hour, and I hope you stayed with us all the way. We're going to be coming up on midnight Eastern Standard Time. Back in the ring. Oh, and Owens just drops Stone Cold above the top rope. Choking him out over the top rope. Stone Cold back in the hard way. Owens is still outside the ring. Here's your opportunity, KO. Soaked in beer, doused in suds. Oh, wait. Where the hell is Owens going? Owens is going on the ATV. He's getting on top of Stone Cold's ATV while Stone Cold is in the ring. What the heck are you doing? He's trying to start up the ATV. Here at Texas Stadium. Stone Cold jumps on him. Classic, priceless. He's cut him off. Now he's on top of the ATV, beating the hell out of Owens. Now they're both on the ATV. They're going to start it up. Is this how they're going to end? Austin has kidnapped Owens in the ATV, and they're zipping up the rampway at AT&T Stadium. WrestleMania 38, Night 1. Is it going to end this way? He stops it at the top of the ramp. He drags Owens off the ATV. Rights, lefts, they're going across the stage. Stone Cold and Owens in a brawl right underneath the WrestleMania 38 sign at AT&T Stadium. Stone Cold set him up. Suplex. Bang. There it is. Right there on the stage. This has really been one hell of a brawl. It's been entertaining, not scientific, but this has been a fight. And for Stone Cold to come back and put in this kind of performance, give him credit. Head first into the ATV. Stone Cold is walking him all over the arena. Listen to the crowd. No copyrights, please. Come on. It's Chaos Corner. It's the GOC. Owens starting to come back. Oh, nice poke to the eyes. I love that maneuver. I remember when the Patriot, not Del Wilkes, God rest his soul, but Tom Brady did the same thing to me. Oh, beautiful suplex by Stone Cold on Owens again. Yeah, myself and the Jackmaster John Diamond against Tom Brady, the Patriot. And bink, he got me on that one, the son of a bitch. This is how I relate the stories from my career to what's going on now. Listen to the crowd. Stone Cold still outside the ring on the extension, the faraway shot, pounding the heck out of Kevin Owens, dragging him around all over the arena. And you could hear the announcers in the background. I know I've been rambling on, and this is what I do. Now they're dragging him back down. Back down the ramp, down the WrestleMania ramp, rolling towards the ring is KO. Just pounded him. Again, I know I'm repeating, using the same words. Can I come up with some different words? But I get it. Coming up on 35 minutes, the Texas Rattlesnake and KO Went from the KO show into a match. I didn't think this was going to happen. A lot of people in the IWC didn't think this would ever happen again. Here it is, live to tape, history in the making. It's happening. Unfortunately, we might have more history. Here comes more beers to Stone Cold. It's late night. It's last call at Chaos Corner in the Chaos Lounge. Last call for alcohol here at Chaos Lounge. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Owens. WrestleMania 38, night 1 of this. Stone Cold having a couple of beers in the ring right now. Just another night at the office. It doesn't matter. What kind of beers he got there? Is that a Pabst Blue Ribbon? Is that a Bud Light? What the hell is it? Oh, and wait, and Owens out of nowhere hits a Stone Cold Stunner on Austin. Holy shit. Here's the cover. You knew he wasn't going to pin him, right? Only a 2 count. It's not April Fool's, I get it. But Owens hit a nice stunner on Stone Cold. Didn't see that coming. Stone Cold was distracted. Even the best, even the holiest, molest, the best wrestler of all, even a Mount Rushmore. When you're distracted and you don't have a manager like myself, someone to help you, someone to direct you, even though it could be a solo sport at times, he pandered to the crowd, drank beers, and lost his opportunity for the victory and got stunned by his own fucking move. If I was there, I would have directed him, and it would have never happened. And that's a shoot. Now Owens has rolled out of the ring and is grabbing a steel chair while Stone Cold is back in the middle of the ring, recovering from the stunner he received from KO. How ironic is that? And he misses him. And it bounces off the rope and hits him in his bone. Big cranium, the big head on KO. Dumpster head, Kevin Owens. There it is. Stone Cold stunner. Stone Cold hits Owens. Here's the cover. Here's the pin. He hooks the leg. There it is. Stone Cold Steve Austin, after 19 years, pins KO with a stunner. Let's hear it live. There you heard it to wrap up night 1. WrestleMania 38. Kevin Owens went to hit the steel chair on Stone Cold. He missed him and hit the top rope, bounced back into that big dome piece, dumpster head as I call it. He went down. Stone Cold turns around, bang, with the stunner. Down goes Owens, hooks the leg, 1, 2, 3, after 19 years. And a no-holds-barred match all over Texas Stadium. Stone Cold comes back with the victory, and now the typical. The beers in the ring, spitting out to the crowd, beer after beer in the middle of the ring. Go back and research it, Google it. This was one heck of a finish to night 1. I'm going to say that to say this, as Stone Cold is drinking the beers in the middle of the ring there in Texas. And we have a big night, WrestleMania night 2 tomorrow night as they split it up here. It was a solid night. I'm not the hugest Stone Cold Steve Austin Broken Skull brand beer is what he was drinking. American made Stone Cold Steve Austin Broken Skull. Let me give a little plug there. We're almost 40 minutes in here. I'll get out of here before this last final segment is 40 minutes. Stone Cold still running around. You hear the music, the beers, unbelievable night. I'll say that to say this because I tell it like it is and give you the good, the bad, the ugly. I'll give this perhaps a solid 7 tonight. Becky and Bianca was decent. The Mysterios, Miz and Logan Paul was decent. McIntyre and Corbin was decent. Usos, Charlotte and Ronda was okay. Stone Cold made it worth it. Cody and Rollins was solid. But let's see if anyone else is going to show up. Stone Cold throwing beers to the crowd. It's still a celebration. And it's 12:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coming up on almost 40 minutes here. I'm out. Come on back. I don't think anything else is going to happen here. Owens is to his feet. Are we going to do anything else? It's going to be another stunner. Yes, and there it is, the second stunner. I knew I couldn't get off the air yet. And then he's stomping him and kicks him out of the ring. Beautiful. A local Texas PD there. It's beautiful. All right, fans, I'm out of here. Thanks for being here. Come back and continue to check out the content on this channel. There's nothing else like it on YouTube or the IWC. And that's a shoot. WrestleMania 38. I'll be back.